Hello guys, welcome to another episode of this series where we are going to talk about Angular 18. For today's video, we are going to talk about this file structure, Angular file structure, specifically this files right here and this source folder. So first we are going to talk about tsconfig.json. So this file right here is actually being used by TypeScript or TypeScript compiler, since Angular is using TypeScript. So look at this .ts file. So it is actually using TypeScript. So we cannot see this codes right here like this in plain JavaScript. So it is actually TypeScript. It is also used by the VS Code or your code editor, like for IntelliSense and like so. So for example, if I remove this code, so it will throw an error, and we can actually fix this using the tsconfig file. So as you can see, this error right here is actually because of .ts files or the TypeScript. So we can fix that using this command, any no implicit any no. So we can set it to false. And now if we go back to this code, so it actually fixed the error. Actually, that is not an error when we compile our Angular application. It is just like a lint error, something like that. So we can remove this again. Actually, we are going to use the recommended settings for this one, and we can put back the code. So that's it. That's the use of tsconfig file. Actually, there are many use of this file, but I will not go deeper into this. I will just explain it briefly. Actually, we are not going to go deep dive into Angular. We are just I'm going to just to explain on how we can start using Angular. It is for beginner tutorial, not for the expert ones. And so the next, we are going to explain. We are going to see what is angular.json file. So this angular.json file, actually this is the main file for our Angular application. So this is the main configuration of our Angular project. So as you can see here, this is the name of our project, and you can see here in the build section we can see some styles, scripts. If you have external script, you can include it here, like so. For example, you have .js file here, or a script, custom script.js. So you can include that file using this angular.json. You can just type file name for the directory where you save the file. So custom script.js. So it will be included in our build when we build our application. Then this one, the styles, that is SCSS. So this is actually the global style of our application. So we can find it here on src, then styles.scss. So this is actually our global CSS file. And then assets. For the assets, we can find the assets in public folder. Actually, on the previous releases, it is actually under src sets folder, but now they moved it in this directory, public. So here you can put your static files like images, JSON files, like that. So we can remove this assets folder. So, and then we have here the index. So this is the main index file or main HTML file of our application. So this one from src index.html. So src index.html, this is the main HTML file of our application. So all of our components is under this index.html file. So every time you visit our application, this is actually the index file that is being served into our browser. So going back to angular.json, so we also have here src main.ts. So src main.ts, actually this is also the main JavaScript file of our application. So all of our component is actually under this main.ts file. So as you can see, this app.component, so we can find it in app, then app.component. So we can go here, app, then app.component. So this is actually the file. All of our components are under this app component. So the next one. So here, these three are the main files of our Angular application. So if you have a browser application, we have HTML file and JavaScript file and CSS file. So HTML file is for the elements that is displayed on the browser, and the JavaScript file which controls the behavior of our elements, logic, and like events. And the CSS file, this will be the style of our application and how we display the elements and something like that. Next, we are going to talk about package.json right here. Package.json. So this file actually contains the dependencies that we are going to use on our Angular project. So here are the dependencies of our Angular project. So Angular animations, common, compiler, core. So these are the Angular dependencies, and also this right here ArcGIS, like tslib zone.js, and here are the dev dependencies which are actually used only for the development of our application. So it is not going to be these codes right here are not going to be shipped if we are going to deploy our application into production, or we are going to build our application in production build. So this script right here are the one that we are going to use in serving our application when we start our development server. And this one, the build script, is the one we are going to use when we want to build our application for production use or production mode. And watch, this right here is we are going to use this when we want to watch our project, but we're not going to make a live server. So it means that every changes of our application are going to be reflected on the build directory, but it is not going to spin a local development server. So test So this right here is the command to run the test or the unit test of our application. So what we are going to use, always use in development, when we are going to develop our application, is this serve or start command. So let's run this this script. You can run this script by typing npm and then start if you want to run the start command, or npm run build if we are going to run this build command, same as watch and test. So we're going to do npm run watch or npm run test. Actually, for test we can also run npm test, and for the start we can also run npm start. So let's check first this ng test command. So if we run npm test, it is going to run the test script of our application. So the test scripts of our application are found in this spec.ts file, but we are not going to cover this for now. So as you can see, the test is running and there are 3 successful tests. It means there are no error in our application. It's because we just created this application and we don't have many changes for it for now. So we can stop this by doing Control C. Then let's go for the watch. So when we run npm run watch, so it is actually going to build our project, and here this is the output of the project. So every time we change something in this in our application, it will be automatically reflected in this directory. So like if we do 1 2 3 and save, so as you can see, it actually run the watch command to compile again and reflect the our changes in this directory or the output directory. So actually we're going to remove it again. Just notice that it will run again if I save this one. So let's save it. Did you see that? The build command run once again after I save this file. Then the next is build. Actually, it will just build our application. We can delete this first. Delete this directory. If we run npm run build, it will just build our application for production use. As you can see, it created again the desk folder, and here the browser. So then the serve command. If we run npm start, so it will actually run this command, the ng serve. So press enter. Now it is going to run and spin up a development server, so we can access this one in the browser. Here, this is our newly created Angular application. So this this display right here is actually came from our root component, which is the app.component.html. This files right here is actually our root component. So this one, this app.html, this elements right here, this HTML files, these are actually the one that is being displayed in here. So we can delete this file. As you can see, it will automatically be reflected in our browser, even we don't have to refresh this browser. So it is called a live reload. So we can put something in here like hello and h1 hello. So it will be automatically reflected in our browser. So that is actually this one right here. We're actually explaining the source files. We're done explaining the package.json. We are now actually explaining the source files. So so this one is the style of our application, the main JavaScript of our application. So the HTML file, which is actually the one that's being served in our browser. So this is our component, the root component of our application. So all of the components will be under this component right here. So on the next video, we are going to talk about Angular components. I'm going to explain to you how the component works. So if you have some questions, just leave a comment below and I will try to answer it. And thank you for your patience, and let's see you in the next video.